everybody. Welcome to Barre with Mary. Today is day 7, your final day of your 7-day Feel Good challenge. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of me. We have made it to this last day. I hope you're feeling really strong and really accomplished. For this last class, we are going to use a set of light weights, so really simple in terms of props. As always, I'm using my 2-pounders. If you have anything under 5, that will absolutely work. Today's class is going to have a pretty extended isolated arm work series because I feel like I haven't done enough arm work this week, so today's class is really going to be pushing the upper body. So if you're debating heavy or light, definitely have some lighter ones available just in case, okay? Set your weights off to the side. And we're going to turn to face the top of our mat to start today. We're going to find the feet in parallel, all 10 toes pointing forward. As you inhale, I want you to reach your arms up to the sky. On your exhale, I want you to hinge your torso forward, reaching the hips back and feeling the stretch through the backs of the legs. Inhale, we're going to bend the knees, staying long in the spine and really finding this low squat position. Exhale, you're going to release the spine, and then one vertebrae at a time, we're going to roll all the way up to stand, just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, squat. Exhale, release, roll up. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge, just warming up the backs of the legs. And then release, warming up the spine. Last time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, long spine. Inhale, bend. Exhale, release. Now this time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge it forward. Bend your knees, come to your squat. Hold your squat, hands come to the heart. Drive into your heels and feel length to the crown of the head. Now shift your weight into your right foot and tap your left toes back behind you. Switch, left foot steps in, right toes tap back behind you. Just like that, right foot in, left toes tap, left foot in, right toes tap. So staying low on our supporting leg, continuing to reach the hips back, and then again, just shifting weight from side to side here. The spine is really long, with the crown of the head reaching towards the top of the wall in front of you. Abdominals stay strong. Getting a little bit of heat building in the backs of the legs. Getting a little bit more length through the spine. And some really gentle but strong, kind of an oxymoron, but that's okay, core engagement here. So sides of the waist are wrapping in. Front low ribs are knitting together. 4 more times. 3 more times. 2 more. The last one. Now take your left toes back. Hold it there. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Come down to your low lunge. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Toe heel walk your right foot out to the right, finding external rotation. So your leg is turned out slightly. The right heel is on the mat, and the left toes are off, and the right toes are off the mat. So right heel in, right toes out. Find a little bit of movement here. Rocking side to side. Opening up through the outer right glute, the outer right hip. Drop the back knee down to the mat, untuck the toes, and then lift the chest up. So you have this runner's lunge position, but we're getting a nice opening here for the back of the left hip. Big breath in and out. Shift your hips back so you can step your right foot back, finding all fours. Hands are under the shoulders. Find cat-cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the sitting bones. Exhale, round the spine, spreading the shoulder blades wide. Keep going like that, opening up through the spine, getting a nice stretch into the front line of the body, and some really nice activation into the back body. Last one here. Meet in a neutral spine. Crown of the head reaches forward. Hips reach back. We're going to tuck the toes. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, hover your knees coming into a bear plank position. So you're in this all fours plank. The knees are stacked under the hips, and the hands are stacked under the shoulders. Softly bend the elbows, and then really actively squeeze your thumbs in towards each other so you're really strong in the upper body. Feel how the crown of the head reaches forward, and the back of the head presses up towards the ceiling so you're open in the front of the throat. Now we haven't changed the shape of our spine the entire time here. I want you to stay really long And notice how it's tempting to squeeze your glutes and round your low spine here. Try to find neutral, so your pelvis is in the same alignment it would be if you were standing. Now wrap your abdominals in and around that neutral spine. So the sides of the waist wrap in, and the low belly hugs up to the ceiling. Just staying really still and strong and active in this bear plank. Hold and breathe. 4, 3, 2, lift the hips, downward dog. Take a moment here and just enjoy the stretch. Maybe you pedal through the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe you shake out your head or your shoulders here. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Step your left foot forward to the outside of your left hand. We'll find that external rotation. So left heel is in, left toes are out. Finding this runner's lunge, take a moment and find a little movement. You might also know it as a lizard lunge. So find this external rotation in the left leg. So you get a little bit of opening for the inner thigh, a little stretch for the outer glute, the outer hip. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop the back knee, untucking the toes, press into the palms and lift the heart up here. So really lifting up to the chest, getting a stretch for that back right hip flexor. Breathe in and out. Shift your hips back to step the left foot back, finding all fours one more time. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck the toes. Inhale. As you exhale, lift the knees, bear plank. As you inhale, tap the knees back down to the mat gently. Exhale, lift to a hover bear plank. Inhale, tap, keep going like that. So every time you exhale, I want you to float the knees up just a few inches off the mat, so your hips stay in line with your shoulders. And every time you inhale, just gently control as you tap your knees back down to the mat. Now notice here, as you lift the knees up, if you're allowing the shape of your spine to change. Really think about how you hug the abdominals up and in first before you lift the knees. So same concept we were working on yesterday in our abdominal series when we were using the ball. Really thinking about how we squeeze and activate in the abdominals, then change our position of our lower body. 2 more times. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Last one. Now hold that bear plank position to squeeze the inner thighs in, in, in. So almost like you're trying to tap your knees together. Mine don't actually tap. I don't know, maybe yours do. But feeling the activation of the inner thighs and a static hold for the abdominals. 8 more times right here. Go. 8. Almost there. Go. 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Tap your knees. Child's pose. Untuck your toes. Reach the hips back. Big toes come together. Knees open wide, and you walk your arms out in front of you. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Walk yourself up to seated. Swing your legs around in front of you. We're going to come down onto our backs for an abdominal series. So lying all the way down, bending the knees and planting the feet here. Let your arms rest at your side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, float the legs up. Tabletop position, and I want you to glue your legs together. So squeeze the knees and the ankles in, activating the inner thighs. We're going to start working the left side today, okay? So as you inhale, I want you to take both knees over towards the right, letting your left hip come off of the mat just slightly. Then as you exhale, hug the left side obliques in and down, and bring the knees back in towards center. Keep going like that. Inhale, knees travel over towards the right, left hip hovers off the mat. Exhale, left hip anchors down toward the mat, left side obliques pull your knees back to center. So I do not care at all about your speed here. What I want you to find is your left side obliques. So the muscles that line on top of the transverse abdominis, they crisscross each other, your internal and external obliques, and they allow you to twist. They allow you to do other things too, but their main job is really twisting. So what I want you to feel is how your left bottom rib wraps towards your right hip bone. And you really hug those 2 points closer towards each other in order to pull your left hip back down towards the mat. 2 more times right here. Inhale, knees over to the right. Left shoulder stays anchored to the mat. Exhale, draw the knees back to center. Last time, inhale over. Exhale, center. Stay center, separate your feet, separate your knees so they're hips distance. Take a breath in here. Exhale, left leg extends straight. Inhale, left knee pulls in, stay on the left. Exhale, extend. Inhale, pull it in, keep going like that. Now at any point, if you find this is too much, or your hip flexors are really taking over, you can bring your right foot down to the mat and do the entire series with your right foot planted, okay? It is going to be slightly less challenging for your core, but if that is the most successful way for you to activate your core and not your hip flexors, then I want you to do it, right? Because it's more important to do a modification that allows you to do the exercise in a way that's effective for you. As you extend the left leg straight, you're exhaling, and the same muscles you were just using to pull your left hip back down to the mat, I want you to activate them again. The left side of the waist hugs in towards center, and as you inhale, you release that hug. 2 more times. Last one. Now extend your left leg all the way to straight, hold it. Flex to the left foot, take a little bend stretch with the left knee. Bend stretch, bend reach, bend stretch, bend reach. So it's a tiny bend and a big push out with your left heel go, little push, little push. Left side obliques are hugging in, head is resting down on the mat so you can soften the neck and you can soften the face. You have 8 more presses, 8, 7, 6, left leg stays straight in 4, 3, 2, kept the left leg straight, little pulses down with the straight left leg, go, little down, little press, little down, little down. Squeeze your left quadricep, getting your left leg as long as possible. Continue to pull the pubic bone up towards the belly button, double checking that we're not arching into the low back. You have 16 here, go 16, 15, things change in a moment. You're here for 12. Relax the shoulders, 8 more, no hold, 8. You're here for 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, pull the left knee back in, tabletop. Bring your feet down to the mat, roll over onto your left side, propping yourself up onto your left forearm. Now I want you to slide your knees back in line with your hip here. So we're coming into a modified side plank. I want you to extend that top right leg and anchor your right foot down into the mat. Inhale here. As you exhale, lift up, modified side plank, right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale, hips lower. Exhale, hips lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. We're going to be coming out of this modified position, but if you're just desperate for some more challenging work today, you are more than welcome to come to a full side plank right away, okay? Which would be extending this bottom left leg out. Like I said, I'm gonna cue everybody to come there for our next variation. As you lift up, double check, right shoulder is stacked over left. Right hip is stacked over left. 3, 2, last one. Hold the up, take a breath in here. Push into your left forearm and draw your left shoulder down away from your ear. As you next exhale, extend your left leg back behind your right, so you're in the staggered side plank position. Breathe in here. Exhale. Pulse your hips up to the sky. Little up, little up, little lift, little lift. Now, if you prefer the modified position, feel free to go there anytime. 16. 12. We hold at the top. 8 more pulses. 8. 6. Here for 4. 3, 2. Hold it right there. Big breath in. Exhale, push into the left forearm. Reach the hips a little higher. Wrap the left side obliques into center. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. Lower down, bend the knees, push yourself upright. Take a side stretch. Left arm reaches up and over. Amazing work. One more big breath in. Let it go. I'm gonna spin around so I'm facing the other way. You do not have to. Wherever you are, come back down onto your back. We're gonna take the whole thing on the other side. Arms rest at your side here, pressing into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, legs up, tabletop. Glue the inner thighs together. Really squeezing the inner thighs in. Take a breath in here and let it go. Now on your next inhale, both knees are going to travel over to the left. The right hip gets to hover just a few inches off of the mat. As you exhale, hug the right side obliques in, anchor the right hip back down to the mat, and pull your knees back to midline. Inhale, knees travel over to the left. Exhale, pull them back into center. So as you take this movement, I want you to notice, are your knees creeping closer in towards your chest? Try to keep the knees out, stacked over the hips. And maybe the movement is smaller, that's okay. The more your knees come into your chest, the less you're asking out of your abdominals. So now we're thinking about the right bottom rib and the left hip bone hugging towards one another as we activate the obliques. So really feel the energy of those 2 points pulling in as you anchor your right hip back down into the mat, pulling your knees back to center. Again, your right hip gets to lift off the mat, but we're going to keep the right shoulder anchored down. So you get a little bit of a twisting motion here too. So a little bit more of a warm up for the spine, which is nice. 2 more times. Inhale, knees over to the left. Exhale, anchor them back to center. Last one, inhale over. Exhale, back to center. Separate the legs, hips distance. Right foot, inhale. Exhale, right leg extends. Right knee pulls back in. Stay with the right leg. Exhale, right leg out. Inhale, right knee in. So again, if you find that your hip flexors are really taking over, I encourage you to bring your left foot back down to the mat here, okay? It's still going to be a really effective exercise for the right side of your waist. As you reach the right leg long, use your exhale. And think about drawing your pubic bone up towards your belly button. So while I don't want you to round the spine, I do want you to stay really active so we're not arching the spine either, right? We stay in that neutral position. 4 more times. Try to relax the shoulders down into the mat. I just noticed I was gripping them. Last 2 right here. Exhale out. Inhale in. Last time all the way through. Now extend your right leg out to straight on an exhale. Flex to the right foot. It's that tiny bend stretch of the right knee. Little press, little kick, little reach. So every time you extend the right leg straight, you're driving energy out up through the right heel. Feeling the right side of the waist wrapping in. And again, double check you're not arching into the low back. If you find that you are, maybe lift the right leg higher towards the ceiling, okay? Or maybe bring your left foot down to the mat. 8, 6, go 4, 3, right leg stays straight, little pulses down, little press, little press. Now here's why I want you to really wrap the abdominals in and feel the length through the whole spine. Relax the shoulders, go 16, 15. You're coming into that side plank series, so hip flexors will get a little breather. 8 more here, go 8. Go 6, it's 4, 3, 2, right knee pulls back in. Bring your feet down to the mat. Roll over onto your right side, propping yourself up on your right forearm. Hop the knees back so they're in line with the hips, and then extend the top left leg long here, pushing the left foot into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, modified side plank, reaching up to the sky, adjusting yourself as you need. So we're stacking our shoulders, stacking our hips here. Push into the right forearm, pull the right elbow in towards the right knee. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, press it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up, beautiful. So again, if you're looking for extra challenge, you can absolutely come into a full side plank right away here, okay? I will cue us to come into that full side plank for the last variation, but it's totally your call. As you lift up, really feel how the right side of the body is hugging up towards the ceiling like a little rainbow shape. 3 more. 2 more. Last time down. We're gonna hold the up. Take a breath in here. Exhale, extend the right leg long, staggering it behind the left. Now from here, little pulses up with the hips, go up and up and up. Feeling the right elbow drawing in towards your body here as you push down into the right forearm. 16 pulses, 16, 15. Beautiful work. You're almost there. Go 12. No hold. 8 more pulses. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Drop down onto the knees. Rise all the way up. Find a counter stretch. Right arm reaches up and over. Awesome job. Big breath in. Big breath out. Up and over. Downward dog. Plant the hands. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips high. And enjoy a downward dog. Big breath in. As you exhale, walk your feet and your hands to meet in the center of the mat. Bend the knees. Grab your weights. And bring your weights with you as you slowly roll yourself up. One vertebrae at a time, coming all the way to stand. Stay facing the top of your mat. Hug your elbows into the side. We're going to soften the knees and hinge the torso forward. Now hike the elbows up towards the sky. So elbows are lifted higher than your rib cage. From here, it's a tricep kickback and bend. Reach and bend. So coming into focused arm work here. So using our light weights. Now the goal for bar arms is using light weights and a high repetition. So bar arms are going to move from one exercise to the next to the next. And you're going to feel a pretty good burn, I'm hoping. But know that no one exercise really lasts that long. And then you will get to set your weights down after the series. 4 more, go 4. 3, 2, keep the arms long, pulse them straight up to the sky, a little up, little up, little up. Now here, take a moment and really feel how the crown of the head and the hips are reaching away from one another. So spine is long, and then try to get your arms as straight as possible here. So you're really extending the knuckles towards the baseboard of the wall behind you. You're squeezing your triceps, so the muscles that line the backside of your upper arm. Use the squeeze of the triceps to get the arms even straighter. Then just take a tiny little pulse up from there. Notice as you release the pulse, if your hands are dropping below your hips. I want to challenge you to keep your hands higher than your hips for this entire tricep series, okay? Go 8 more, 6 more, go 4, 3, hold the up, flip the palms up to face the sky. Flip the palms down to face the mat. Flip them up, flip them down. Palms face up, palms face down. So here is where your arms are going to start to want to lower. Keep your arms lifted high. Keep them nice and straight, and just find this tiny little rotation, continuing to squeeze the triceps, but also getting a little bit of mobility work. 4 more times. 4, flip them down. 3 more times, it's up, and down. You've got it. 2 more, it's up, and down. Last time, flip it up. Now palms face down to the mat, hold them there, and pulse the arms up. You've got it. 16, 15, get the arms a little longer. 12, squeeze the pinky fingers a little closer towards each other. Yes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it right there, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the pinkies in. Lift the arms up and extend them even straighter. Hold right here. 4, 3, 2, rise up, bicep curl, reach them long, it's in and out. Whew, feels really easy after that tricep work, doesn't it? So these are super light weights for biceps. So challenge yourself to make it a little harder, really squeeze the weights. Find a really beautiful activation into both the biceps and the triceps. So you squeeze the bicep to curl, squeeze the tricep to extend. 4, we'll change it up. 3, 2, we're gonna change it up. I want you to bend halfway in. Press your weights out toward me, arms extend straight. Squeeze the elbows in, extend them long. Pick it up, go. In, press, lower, out. In, reach, squeeze, extend, keep going. Now as you move here, keep the shoulders soft, keep the knees soft. So we're not locking out into the knee joints, okay? 4 more times. 4, 3 more, in. Last 2 right here, go in and reach. Now this time I want you to hold the reach of the arms, spin the palms to face each other, hammer curls, in and out, go in and out. Now notice here, with the arms reaching in front of you, if your weight has shifted back into your heels. Try to take a little bit more weight into the front of the feet and use your core to stabilize you. So as your arms extend straight, you're not shifting the weight back into the heels, you're engaging the core. 4 more times, so right here, go, 4, 3, 2, last one, arms stay straight, little bend, stretch, go, bend, reach, little press, you got it, reach, and reach, thumbs are up, pinkies are down. As you reach the arms forward, I want you to also feel your collarbones getting really wide here. So chest is nice and open, you're not rounding your shoulders forward. 8 more times like this, go, 8, 7, 6, 5, you're here for 4, 3, 2, arms stay straight, palms down, tap the weights together, tap, 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 yes. So, you're hitting the heads of the weights together, the arms are long, the shoulders soft. Try to relax your face, things will change. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep the arms long, sweep them out to the sides of the room. Flip the palms up to the sky, flip the palms back to the wall behind you, rotate up, rotate back, you're doing great. Rotate up, and rotate back. So same rotation we did in our tricep work. Now we just have the arms extended, still getting that nice mobility work. 2 more times, flip them up, flip them down, last one up. Now palms are facing the wall behind you, pinkies lift to the sky, up and up. I know this is really hard, it's a short set. Little up, little up, little up. You get a break after this, go 8, go 6, go 4, 3, 2, flip the palms facing me, elbows squeeze in. Arms reach out, feels amazing, doesn't it? Elbows in, arms reach out. So you're squeezing the elbows together, feeling the shoulder blades drawing in together and spreading wide. 3 more, squeeze. Reach. 2 more, go squeeze. Reach. Last one all the way through. And reach. Now squeeze the arms in, hold it. Little pulls back with the elbows. Squeeze the elbows in and in and in. Feel your shoulder blades draw together, yes. Now even though you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, be sure you're not flaring the rib cage open, okay? Hug the front low ribs in and down, staying really engaged in the core. 8, 6, 4, 3, you're so close. Hold that squeeze in. Bring the palms parallel, so you have this 90-degree bend in your elbows. Float the elbows up and lower them down. You got it. Float them up and lower them down. We're almost there. You float them up, squeeze them down. Last 2 and lower. Last one here, go up and lower. Now float the elbows up, hold them there. Flip the palms up to the sky, little pulses up and up and up. So you have this field goal position with your arms, right? So 90-degree bends, but you can see both arms and your peripheral vision. So you're not so far open that your ribs are flaring out. 16. Final hold is coming. 12. Don't set those weights down, you're almost there. 4 more right here, you got it. 4, 3, 2, hold it there, inhale. Exhale, arms stretch, palms face toward me, shoulders soft. Now extend the arms out as straight as you can get them. Relax your shoulders, soften your knees, and hold and breathe right here. You're here for 4, 3, 2, set the weights down. You made it, awesome job. Find a spot at a wall where you have a little bit of clear space, okay? So find your way over to a wall, take your hands to the wall, walk your feet back, and then find a nice chest stretch. Diving your heart down towards the mat, reaching your hips back behind you, softening your knees. And just breathe here. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Roll yourself up to stand, walking yourself up to the wall. Turn to take one hand on the wall. And we're going to find narrow V. We're coming into thigh work. Heels together. Toes are about 6 inches apart, okay? So you have this little V shape in your feet. Lift your heels slightly. Squeeze your heels together as step one. Then send your knees forward, coming into this diamond shape. From here, just squeeze your heels in and in and in. Super traditional thigh work today. Nothing super kooky or fancy. Doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but it should look like a very traditional bar thigh work series, okay? So as you squeeze your heels together, I want you to notice how the energy of your inner thighs activates. So now you have inner thigh engagement and outer hip, outer glute engagement, which is gonna stabilize the knee joints between the second and third toe. That's really the goal here, maintaining this alignment in this slightly turned out position, right? You have 8 more squeezes. 8, shoulders soft, stacking the spine. Go 3, go 2, hold the squeeze of the heels. Hips go down for 2, come up, stop right there. It's inhale down, exhale, stop right where you started. Yes, so we're not coming all the way to straight arms here. We're just coming lower and back up to our starting point. Now, as you go through this thigh work series, I want you to really check in with yourself. It is going to be very tempting to lean forward during both this series and the next series. That's gonna make it a lot easier on your thighs. I wanna challenge you to keep the ears stacked over the shoulders, shoulders over ribs, ribs are over hips, and hips are stacked over heels. Your knees are sliding forward of your toes and then coming back in. If that is uncomfortable for any reason, you can come to a squat instead, okay? But what makes it perfectly safe is that your heels are lifted, so it's okay for them to eclipse your toes. 2 more times. Inhale down. Exhale halfway. Last one down. Now I want you to stop before it feels easy. Squeeze your heels together. Start to press your thighs out and out and out. You've got it. Press and press. Now the more you can squeeze your heels together, the more you're going to feel that activation through the inner line of the thighs. Now as you press the thighs open, you get a little outer thigh work, right? And as you squeeze your heels together, you get that little inner thigh engagement. So lots of work here happening, inner and outer thighs. 8 more pulses, 8 more presses, I should say. 4 more, go 4, 3, hold the press out, drop your hips, little drop, little drop, little drop. We're gonna transition from this right into our next set of thigh work, okay? I wanna challenge you to keep your heels lifted the whole time. If you need to come out of it and shake your legs though, feel free to do that. 8 more right here, go 8, go 6, go 4, 3, stay right there, squeeze the heels, inhale. Exhale, send the knees forward and come a little bit lower. Now stay low where you are, rotate your legs to parallel and lift your heels up as high as you can. Okay, so you're in a parallel position. Legs are hips distance. You're still bent in the knees. You're still stacked in the spine. From here, lower your heels to the mat. Lift them up as high as they'll go. It's inhale down, exhale lift. Yeah, so a little bit of calf work. A little bit of a break for the thighs. Not a big one. What I want you to find here is that nothing from your hips and up are moving. It's just the heels lowering down to the mat and then lifting up, pressing more weight into the big toe mound so you're not rolling out to the peaky side edge of your feet, okay? 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Last one down. Now hold that lift. Pulse your hips down an inch, up an inch. Little down, little up, little down, little up. I find this parallel exercise unbelievably challenging. I'm feeling quite a lot of heat into my thighs. So if you start to get that shake, if you start to get that heat, know that you're not alone. This is really challenging, really isolating work for your thighs. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, pulse down, hold it. Double check, are you leaning forward? Lift your chest. It's gonna be harder on your thighs. To finish, just drop your hips, little drop, little down, little down, little down. Heels are high. You might get a little shake. Abdominal strong. Notice what's happening in your face and in your shoulders. Try to soften and relax them. 16 pulses, 16, 15, 12 more, go 12. You got it, 8 more times, go 8. We hold in 6, we hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it right there, inhale. Exhale, knees forward. Slide a little bit lower. We're transitioning to our final set of thigh work. In 4. In 3, you'll get a little breather. In 2, rise up. Turn your back to the wall. Maintain that parallel position you just had in your legs. Walk your feet forward, coming into a chair position, okay? So you walk down the wall until your hips are in line with your knees. Legs are in parallel. All 10 toes are pointing forward. Thighs are pointing straight forward, okay? Arms can rest wherever it's comfortable for you. I don't know how comfortable this is, really. Press the back, shoulders back into the wall. And then from here, lift the left heel up. Lower left heel down. Right heel lifts up. Right heel lowers down. Not a super long series, okay? I know your thighs are tired, I'm guessing, from this week. 4 more times. 4. And lower. 3. And lower. 2 more times. You've got it. Lift. And lower. Last one. Lift. Guess what? It's both heels. Lift them both. Up. Lower and down. Yes, you've got it. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Go lift. And lower. Last one. Lift. And lower. Now lift to a low. Hover. Hold it. Woo, I'm shaking. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe reach the arms forward. And just hold right here. Inner thighs squeeze together. Push down into the big toe mound and maybe sink a little bit lower. Press your shoulders back into the wall. And know this is it. Just breathe. 8. 7. 6. 5. A little bit lower. 4. 3. 2. Whoo, push your hands to the wall. Rise all the way up. Whoo, coming back to your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Walking all the way out to a plank. Tap your knees down. Untuck your toes. Child's pose. Big toes together. Arms reach low. Big breath in. And out. One more time, breathe in. And let it go. Walk yourself up to seated. Whew. One more time. Swing your legs right in front of you. And we're going to lay all the way down on our backs for our seat work. Seat work, quick push-up series, done, okay? Okay, so bend the knees, plant the feet. Walk your feet all the way together. So just like you did at the start of your core work, I want you to glue the legs in, okay? Arms rest at your side. Now push into your heels. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze the glutes, drive the heels down and lift to a low bridge. Inhale, tap your seat to the mat. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Keep going like that. Now, because the legs are together, you're probably not gonna lift as high in this bridge. That's totally fine. Height does not matter to me at all. Okay, as you lift this low bridge, I want you to focus on squeezing your inner thighs together and driving your heels down into the mat. So we're really actively squeezing the glutes. So it's not the rib cage flaring open, it's the glutes that squeeze and lift to the hover position, to the bridge position. 3 more. 2 more. Last one down. Now I want you to hold that low bridge. From here, shift your weight into your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, kick the right leg straight. Inhale, bend the right knee, planting the right foot. Exhale, extend the right leg. Inhale, bend. So it's not a super long bridge series or seat series in general, really. We only have 4 variations here, and then we will shift to a more upright position, okay? We'll take that over to the other side, and then we will finish with a little push-up series and a stretch, and that is how you wrap up this 7-day challenge. 4 more times right here. Extend and bend. Yes, pushing into the left heel, keeping the shoulders soft down into the mat. 2 more times. Now this time, extend the right leg straight and hold it. Little pulses up with the left side. Hip pulse up and up and up. You've got it. Lift and lift. Inner thighs are squeezing together. Go a little up, little up, little up, little up. Yes, little lift, little lift. Now try to relax the face. 8 more. Go. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it right there, inhale. As you exhale, take the straight right leg out to the right and squeeze it back to center. Yes, it's inhale, open, and exhale, close. So you'll notice your outer left glute has to really work to make the left knee stay still as your right leg travels out to the right and back to center. Yes, 3 more, go out, back to center. 2 more, it's out and back to center. Last one, out and hold it. 1 more time, pulse the hips up. 16, 15, 14, no hold. We'll transition to something a little different. In 8, relax the shoulders. 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, squeeze the right leg back to center. Lower the hips down, lower the right leg down, and press yourself all the way up onto the hands, okay? So left knee is bent, left foot is planted. Hands are behind you. Rotate your fingers towards the front 2 corners of the mat. Draw your shoulder blades together and lift up in the chest. Now from here, inhale. As you exhale, press up, reverse tabletop, driving your left heel down into the mat. Inhale, lower down. Again, exhale, press it up. Inhale, lower it down. Now as you press up, I want you to make sure you adjust yourself as you need so your left knee stays stacked over your left ankle as you come up into this reverse tabletop position. If this does not work for your wrists, you can continue with the bridge work we were just doing, okay? You also could try this on your forearms. It might be a little tight for the shoulders, and you wouldn't have quite the same range of motion. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Now press the hips up and hold them there. Straight right leg is gonna lift up, tap back down. You've got it. Exhale up, inhale down, push down into the left foot. Draw the shoulders down the back, opening up the chest. 3 more times, straight right leg lifts up, lower down. 2 more, it's lifts and lower. Last one, go lift and lower. Now lift that right leg up, hold it, push into the left heel, squeeze the left glute, lift the hips a little higher, and extend the right leg even straighter. Hold here, 4, 3, 2, lower down, lay all the way back on the back, hug the knees into the chest. Awesome job on that left side. Rock yourself from side to side here. See, I promised it was a pretty short seat series. Big breath in and out. Let's do it. Other side. Plant your feet. Legs are together. Arms rest to your side. Inhale here. Exhale, drive your heels into the mat. Squeeze the glutes. Lift that low bridge. Inhale, tap it down. Keep going. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Now as you lift, squeeze the inner thighs together. Squeeze the glutes. And again, know that height is the least of my concerns right now. I want you to focus on keeping your spine as neutral as possible. So we're not arching the low back. And we're really not changing the shape of the spine very much at all. We're just squeezing the glutes and lowering them down. 4, 3 more. Last 2 right here. Up and down. Now this time lift the hips, hold it there. Shift your weight into the right foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, extend the left leg straight. Inhale, bend it back to the mat. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Yes. Right heel is driving down into the mat. Inner thighs are squeezing towards each other. Now notice if you're gripping and tensing your shoulders. Try to soften your shoulders, your head, and your neck down into the mat. Taking tension there is not going to do anything helpful for you right now. Relax the toes of the right foot and push the weight into the right heel. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2 right here. Reach. And now this time keep the left leg straight. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Pulse the right hip up, little up, little up, little lift, little lift. Hips are square. Inner thighs are drawing in towards one another. Go a little up, little up, little up. 8 more pulses. 8, 6, 4, 3. Hold the up. Straight left leg goes out to the left. Squeezes right back into center. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Hips stay lifted. Hips stay even. So it can be tempting to drop the left hip here. Use the core to keep your hips nice and square. 3 more just like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Now this time, inhale, open. Hold it there again. Pulse the hips up, little up, little up. Little squeeze of the right glute. You've got it. 16, 15. Things change. We prop ourselves up. You have no hold here. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the left leg in. Lower the hips. Lower the straight left leg. Prop yourself up onto your hands, coming up to seated position. Slide your right foot a little farther out in front of you. Rotate your fingers to point to the front 2 corners of the mat. Draw the shoulder blades in. Inhale. Exhale, right heel pushes into the mat. You lift the hips. You lower them down. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Yes, you got it. Lift. And lower. Almost there. Go. It's lift. And lower. Left leg is long. Now again, really double check that as you lift, your right knee is stacked over the right ankle. We're not sliding it too far forward. Push into the right heel. And again, if this is uncomfortable for you on your wrists, just come back to that bridge series, okay? 3 more, go up and down. 2 more, go lift and lower. This time, lift it up, hold it there. Big breath in, big breath out. Straight left leg goes up, lowers down. Exhale up, inhale down. Yes, you've got it. Push into the thumb and forefingers. Push into the right heel. Squeeze the right glute. 4 more. 4. And lower. 3 more. Go up. And down. 2 more times. You've got it. Lift. And lower. Now this time lift, hold. This is it. Drive into the right heel. Lift the hips. Lift the chest. And squeeze the left quadricep. Hold right here. 4. 3. 2. Lower the hips, bend the left knee, plant the left foot. Hands stay where they are. Draw the elbow tips in towards each other. Seat stays down, tricep dips, bend and press. Lower and lift, you've got it. This is it, we're almost there. So here, a little moment to breathe, right? With the seat down, you're still gonna work the arms, but it's a lot less on the wrists. It's a lot less on the triceps. I just wanted to give you a moment to breathe. And also to show you, this is an amazing option. If wrist sensitivity is an issue for you, we have done a lot on our hands today. So if you're just done, no worries, okay? You could always grab your weights and do tricep pulses instead. 4 more, go 4, or kickbacks. 3, 2, hold it halfway. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, pulse down, and down, little down, little down. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Press up, straight arms, inhale. Now option, as you exhale, lift the hips to a hover. 1 more time, tricep dips, bend and press. You've got it, bend and press. If it's too much with the hips hovering, bring them back down to the seat. 4, it's a shorter set. 3, 2, bend halfway, hold it. This is your class little pulse. Little down, push into the thumb and forefinger. Lift the chest, no hold. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Go 4, 3, 2. Lower the hips, cross the legs, interlace your fingers, and press the palms away from you. Now round through the upper back and in this beautiful stretch into the shoulders, into the upper back, into the wrists, really pressing the palms forward. Big breath in, and a big breath out. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, scoop the arms up to the sky. Release the hands back behind you. From here, extend your legs out in front of you. Awesome job today. Take your left ankle, cross it over your right thigh in a figure 4 shape. Now you can stay right here. This might be plenty for you. Or if you want, you're gonna take a forward fold here. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands forward towards the right toes. And just take a moment here and stretch. I find this stretch really intense. I can't get very far in it. You're getting hamstring stretch on the right leg, outer hip, outer glute stretch on the left leg. Big inhale. And let it go. One more time, breathe it in. And out. Use your hands to walk yourself up to seated. Take this left leg, stamp the left foot down into the mat. Left fingers reach behind you. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twist. Wrapping the right arm around the left thigh. So you get a nice stretch for the outer hip. Anchoring down through both sitting bones and sitting really tall as you take this twist. I hope you're feeling really strong. This was a really challenging week of classes. Big inhale. Big exhale. Unwind yourself. We'll switch sides. Left leg straight. Right leg crosses over. Figure 4 position. This might be plenty for you. Or you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, crawl the fingertips forward, coming into a forward fold. And if this is just not happening for you, you can take any other figure 4 position that feels better, or any hamstring stretch that feels better. Breathing into the back of the left leg, breathing into the outer right hip. Inhale, and exhale. Again, breathe in, and out. Walk yourself up to seated. Stamp the right foot into the mat, lifting the right knee to the sky. Right hand reaches back. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twist, hugging the right thigh into the chest. And getting a nice rotation for the mid-spine and opening across the chest here. Breathe in. And out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Unwind yourself, coming to any comfortable seated position for you. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, let it go. And that is your class for today. Amazing work. I am so proud of all of us. Now, no class tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday with my brand new, I believe it's a core and glutes class. Don't hold me to that. And if you just are new here, know that I post a new class every single Monday the entire year through. So please make sure to subscribe, to comment, to like, and to let me know what you thought of this challenge and if you want more of these. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Take tomorrow off and enjoy this fantastic day. I'll see you soon.